All right, welcome back. Intro to the bureaucracy. All right, so we'll begin with the question, what is the bureaucracy? That would be the logical place to start, I think. So they are part of the executive branch. So you see here executive agencies and departments that implement and administer federal programs. So if you recall separation of powers, Congress, they have the job to make laws. They write the laws. Then the executive branch, the president, is in charge of enforcing laws. Well, obviously the president can't do that by himself, so he oversees the bureaucracy, which is a couple million people in the United States. They work for government agencies and departments, and they are the ones who actually implement and administer those laws, those programs, those things that Congress made in the first place. So if Congress makes a law and nobody implements it, it wouldn't matter. So the bureaucracy has a very important function in government, which is to actually implement and administer those things. Bureaucrats, also known as civil servants, the same thing. Those two terms can be used interchangeably. They are career government employees. These are non-political people. We'll talk about that more in the next couple of slides. So just be aware that you can use the term bureaucrat and civil servant interchangeably. We're talking about government employees like postal workers, like FBI agents, etc. All right, so part of the reason that we want to make that distinction about them being non-political is the Pendleton Act. One of the problems that arises when the government is hiring people and giving people jobs is that it has the potential to do so in a corrupt way. The Pendleton Act, though, is supposed to, or has essentially solved that problem by and large, where it established the merit system. So previously, under the patronage and spoil system, which was the case for most of the 19th century, people would get government jobs because of their connections or who they voted for. So they voted for the right candidate, the right party, or their cousin is the mayor or something like that. So this is going to end that at the federal level at the very least and establish the merit system. The next slide will define that. So the merit system is referring again to non-political government employees. Again, an important distinction to make. They are hired and promoted based on ability, not their political connections, not based on their party affiliation, not based on who they voted for. It is based on how well they do that job or how well they appear to be qualified for that job. And one of the ways that they are determined to be qualified is by taking civil service exams. So that's the idea that they take a test, and it essentially, based on their score, tells that how qualified they are for a certain job or promotion. The Hatch Act banned federal employees from participating in political activities while on duty. So this isn't to say that if you're a federal employee you can't be political or you can't vote. That's not the case, because they can be political and they can vote. But while they are working, while they're on the clock getting paid by the federal government, they are not allowed to be, campaigning for the Democratic or Republican Party, or anything like that, or making campaign contributions or stuff like that. They're not allowed to do that because of the Hatch Act. Remember, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button if this video helped you at all understand the bureaucracy. This has been a La Money production.